Hi, I'm More Blessing Mature, actor, writer, and the creative director of Folk Magazine, and this is Satin Pillow Talk with St. Curl. Recently, I've sort of been thinking about it as well because I'm like, I was born in Zimbabwe, so I probably am just Zimbabwean, but I am also very aware that like my comedic sensibilities and my relationship to time and what I find funny, the way I relate to people, my sarcasm, all that kind of stuff is very much Australian and sort of acknowledging that aspect. But yeah, I'd say I'm Zimbabwean obviously first, / Australian. In terms of the art that I make, I've always known that I wasn't gonna have like a regular office job. I find that the way that we currently tell stories, there's a lot of gaps missing in how we're telling stories, with who we're telling stories and whose stories we're telling. I think there is something really valuable and powerful in sharing stories, not just for ourselves, but society at large and our communities. Policy change is usually after cultural change, and culture is changed by people who curate and create culture, and who are those artists and people that work in media. Hot take, that's a lot of power. So essentially, artists run this world. I think, so yeah, I sort of think around when I'm thinking about representation, sort of that scheme of things of like, if the conversations that are being encouraged within our culture and societies are being shaped by the culture creators, what is the responsibility of those people to represent accurately, authentically, genuinely, consciously, with self-critique, etc. What is our responsibility with that line of work? Not necessarily like there is like it's for the greater good aspect, but I think it's part of the job description. It's part of doing your job well. It's not a morning talk show with 6 white people and then, representation sprinkled on top. If it's 6 white people, it's not a panel talk show. I think in the spaces that I try and curate, in the platforms that I create or champion, I'm prioritizing Black queer women. That's it, that's the tweet. But yeah, I think I sort of like work with that sort of priority of like, that's Black, First Nations and Afro descent. That's my, like, I gotta get that. And then everyone comes second. I think the stories and the perspectives that I prioritize are very much focused on my identity, on its various axes, because not just because there is a current lack of it, but I also think there's so much around different aspects of my identity that I still want to work out, and I want to work that out through art, through the tools that I have in front of me. So I don't know if there's a way for me to make work that isn't in one way or another Black and queer and intersectional and political and spicy. I don't know. There are a lot of people that have probably influenced my work or how I do my work or the way that I look at the work that I do. I think probably the first and like main source of inspiration and provocation and sleepless nights thinking about the validity of the work that I make is Candy Bowers, and she's like a just incredible artist all around. But more and more recently, I've sort of realized how valuable it was from her career and her experience, her talking about how she made her own company with her sister, how she now has pretty much like a constantly touring cabaret show, which is Hot Brown Honey, that is at Edinburgh, and came to the Opera House, and she's just kind of made her own B route. I think that definitely very much influenced the way that I ended up going around making work, choosing not to go through the loopholes that might be set out. Issa Rae is also obviously an inspiration. If you haven't seen her award acceptance speech for Entrepreneur of the Year, I think you need to go look at that. Ava DuVernay or Inua Ellams, not sure. We'll say they tie for third. Ava because duh. Inua is like a poet, playwright, theatre an amazing like Black British Nigerian like creator. Just amazing. These are just great people. Do your Googles, that's all I'll say. It's equally just her, but it's also very much not just her. Look, and I lost us. My relationship currently to it is, yeah, wanting to straddle both those parts of, no, it's not novel, no, it's not exotic, no, you can't touch it, just leave me alone. But also being like, yes, this is a statement, yes, I'm making a point, yes, I cut it this way for a reason, yes, notice, yes, fucking write a think piece about it. So if you can deliver both of those to me, that'd be great. I was doing fine. I was doing fine until I started high school. My mum looked after my hair. It was great. You should see my school photos. My hair was healthy. Let's say that. It was healthy. Then come year 7, I was like, I can do my own hair, mum. I don't need you. We learned. Yeah, I went through like years of relaxing my hair, and I don't know why. And I don't know what led me to think every morning when I went to school that I looked fine or even great. So I would just have limp hair, which when the wind blew would stay where the wind blew it. And I think some point after HSC, I cut my hair short and then I went natural. And yeah, it was sort of like reading and things like that and kind of looking at what I might have internalized and all that stuff. And that's sort of been natural ever since. Yesterday, I was looking up an actress, Asia Naomi King, in How to Get Away with Murder. And it was really interesting, like after doing my Stalksies, there was this thought in me which is like, oh, I haven't seen her with her natural hair. And I went and Googled sisters like natural hair. Why? Why do I care? I don't know. And what does it mean? And I was thinking about it as I wasn't finding any photos in Google. I'm like, what am I looking for? And what does it mean if I don't find what I'm looking for? Like, if I don't find photos of Asia Naomi's like natural hair, what was going to be the next step in that thought process? I think there is a lot of like validity in like the natural hair movement and all that stuff, and kind of critiquing and being introspective around how we relate to our like notions of self and how we see ourselves. But I'm also very trying, at least more recently, to allow more nuance in that and kind of not necessarily being essentialist in what self-loving or what being anti-racist or what internalized racism looks like. Yeah, and sort of like trying to, in terms of like those narratives and stuff like that, like yes, you can have relaxed hair and still not think that Black people are trash. Like you can still wear a weave, you can still have braids, you can wear a wig, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And it's all valid. It's just being conscious and like, yeah, making it an informed decision. It's hard, but it's worth it. Oh, wow. Okay. Give me like there's a hard ridge there, which makes you think it's not moisturizer, because moisturizer is usually like smooth and like, we'll look after you, but this is like hard. We mean business. Press. Oh, okay. I'm feeling like citruses. Lemon lime bitters, who knows? Like the image in my head is lamb roast, but it's not. It could be, oh, it's really watery. Could be like citruses or, cause lamb. Is rosemary used in stuff? Is that a thing? Oh snap! This looks scando. I like this. Bouclem. Is that French? Curls, oh it's gel! Oh snap! This is like for laying edges or for a wash and go, which I don't do. That's just 4C, we tried. Oh, aloe vera. I was right, citrus, orange, lemon, grapefruit. Wow, amazing. Mandarin. This is next level. Oh, soft edges. Okay. Apropos my previous hypothesis, I would say this is a conditioner. Oh, but it's got that stuff at the bottom. Would be the worst MacGyver. Another pressy thing. This is a motif. Wow! I'm feeling strawberry and cream, like the lollies with the white bit at the bottom and the strawberry mound. Berries, sweet. Like it smells like Smiggle rubbers that you know you shouldn't eat. Wow. Oh. This is like creamy. I'm assuming like a white type of cream. So I'm gonna go moisturizer. Or not moisturizer, hair doesn't have conditioner. Oh, wow. This, you need to smell this. It is strawberries and cream. Like, I'm not even, what do you mean? What do you mean?
We should know this.
No! Strawberries and cream. Wow, it's coconut. I should have known that. I don't know what this means. Rate my black card and all that. It's just the coconut oil goes hard in winter and you gotta microwave it before you use it. So I just don't, and that's why I didn't know. But I stand by my point. It smells like strawberry and cream. So you want your hair to smell like that. And it's also creamy, so you don't have to microwave this. This is Curls Coconut Colada. Colada. Rich, moisturizing conditioner. I got that right. Reminiscent of the tropics. Formulated with certified organic ingredients, coconut oil, chamomile extract, and Manoli de Tahiti oil. Oh, it's a rinse one. It's not a leave-in, it's a rinse. Thanks for watching Satin Pillow Talk. This has been More Blessing Mature. Wow.